Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Luke, also known as LukesLiife here on YouTube. So last night I attended the press night at Birmingham Hippodrome for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. So if you're already subscribed to my channel, you will know that I've done a number of musical reviews over the last couple of years. I'll leave a link to the playlist somewhere on screen and also in the description box down below. With that being said, let's get started and review Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Question number one, have I seen this show before? Answer, no. This was the first time that I saw Joseph. I remember being really young and my auntie and my nan went to see the show, I think at Birmingham Hippodrome, when Philip Schofield, was it Philip Schofield or was it Jason Donovan? One of them was Joseph. And I just remember seeing the brochure back then and hearing their stories and their experience of the show and so wanting to go and see it. I've never had the opportunity to see it before. I know that it's been in the West End a couple of times, but I've just never got the opportunity to travel down to London and see the show. So I'm finally so happy that the show is touring, and last night I got to experience it for myself with my own eyes. Question number two, plotline of the musical. So my initial thought of the plotline and kind of the show as a whole, I thought it was going to be very serious and very religious, whereas it's completely not that at all. The story in a nutshell follows Joseph, who is one of 11 or 12 brothers. Basically, he's the favourite child. The other brothers get jealous. They sell him off to be a slave to a millionaire. He kind of does something bad. He gets put in jail. Then rumours start coming out that Joseph has these magical powers, these dreams where he sees things. So he is then released from prison, used to someone's advantage, being Jason Donovan, playing the Pharaoh, to which his life turns completely around, which later you see his brother coming to him and begging for help, and then they realise that it's actually Joseph, who they pretend to kill years ago. I feel like that is a very quick description, but I'll leave a link to the synopsis so you can go and read it yourself and have a bit more in-depth information if you wish to read. Question number three, highlight of the show. For me, it personally has to be the role of the narrator, played by the wonderful Alexandra Burke. She's on stage probably 95% of the time, if not more. She's singing, she's narrating, she's acting, she's dressing up, she's playing instruments, she's wearing a beard. She's doing so much. She's getting onto camels, she's getting off camels. I did read in the programme that before going on tour, Alexandra Burke did do the part of the narrator at London Palladium, so she knows the role, and it was very clear when watching it. She knew the role but also took the role to like the next level. The amount of kind of like extra things that she did, the facial expressions, the little dance routines, the little attitude, the little smirks, the little smiles, the little tacks, and just so many little things that I kept seeing. You can really tell that she knows the role inside and out, but you can also tell that she's still having fun with it, which was really refreshing to see. Also, she's pregnant. She's like on stage with a cute bump, dancing and performing the whole entire time, which actually blew my mind. I was like, how is she not exhausted? How is she not out of breath? And when she sang, she belted them tunes out. So highlight of the show for me was definitely Alexandra Burke. Question number four, do I recommend? I feel like I'm always honest with musical reviews, and sometimes when I see them, like even if I personally don't love them, I would still recommend them if you like this or that, or kind of that's kind of your interest. Whereas this show, I feel like it has something for the whole family. It was, I'm not going to say it was pantomime-y, but it was very comical and quick and witty. I feel like this show is perfect for families, both young and older. There are children in the cast, so as a child going to the theatre and watching a child on stage is so inspiring. I guess as a kid, kind of be like, oh my god, like they can do it, I could do it. I always kind of love that, and I always have the little moment to be like, oh gosh, like the kids on stage are inspiring. So many kids right now to get up and start acting, start singing. So I love that, but then obviously there's so many jokes, like adult jokes, lyrics, lines, little nods, little actions that will probably go over the children's heads, but are definitely there for the older audience. So this show is definitely for all the family. As I say, it's not a pantomime, but it definitely has that kind of panto-y vibe audience where all the family can go along and they will all definitely enjoy it. As I say, it was the first time seeing this show. My first impressions of it was going to be very serious, very religious, where it was completely the opposite. A tiny bit religious, like a tiny bit, but very, very fun, very, very witty, very, very quick. And I feel like they've definitely adapted it over the last few years because there are like modern elements in it that probably weren't out when it first launched. Well, it couldn't have been because one of the instances they took a selfie on a smartphone where they wouldn't have existed back in the 90s. And last but not least, question number 5 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna say 5 rainbows just because rainbows are more colourful, but out of 5 rainbows, I'm definitely gonna give this 5. If I could give it 6, I would. It is fun, it is bold, it is bright. The music, the songs, like literally all morning I've literally had the soundtrack on my iPad working away, and I feel like that's when you know it's a good musical, because you come home and you're singing the songs and you just want to listen to it over and over again. A fun show, I highly recommend it. If I had the opportunity to go and see it again, I would. It's definitely on my rewatch list. There are musicals that you go and see and you tick it off your list and you're happy that you've seen it, but you probably wouldn't go and see it again. This is one of the shows that I would 100% want to see again in the future. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also comment in the box down below, let me know, have you ever seen this show before? It was definitely one on my list and I'm so happy to finally have it ticked off. As always, I'll leave a link in the down bar below so you can go check it out and see if Joseph is coming to a city near you. I highly recommend it. It is an amazing show, and if you book tickets, you're guaranteed to have a fun night. Thank you for watching as always, and until next time, peace.